Hey, I'm sorry.
Hold on. Case openings? Wait.
A ton of money from
is that
hold on, it's my closing
they
thought.
actually everyone's saying they ran out of 3 because they feel it's profitable.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Catalyst Effect Podcast, episode 35. Today it's just me and the boys in the studio discussing some crazy ass news that have happened this week, bro. It's been a fucking crazy weekend to say the least. But what is up, boys? We have Hado, Missy. What's up, Hado?
Yo, I'm good. Running on 2 hours of sleep. Could not sleep last night. Dude, it's been so hard to sleep after what happened. We'll get into that later. But like for myself personally, not the other thing. But
Dude, you had a crazy weekend yourself. But yeah, we'll get into all of that in a second.
Yeah, but I just found out that a Raven legend died, like a Raven football player, and then Richard Simmons.
Oh yeah, he did pass. Yeah, he did pass away.
Fuck?
Yeah, I saw that too. That was one of the first thing that came up in my TL today. With like whose line is it anyways? They put his episode for some reason up, like the episode that he was featured in.
I didn't even know he was on that show. But man, but other than that, like I'm good. I'm just really tired. But let's go. Let's move it.
Hell yeah, man. That's what's up. What's up, Missy?
What's good? Man, it's been a crazy fucking week, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Bro, it's been a fucking insane week.
I don't
even know if we can get into the weekend that you've had, but you've had a crazy week.
Fucking man, I was helping family relocate. I will talk about why later, but I'm in the middle of moving shit, and it's like every 20 minutes my sister's coming up to me, she's like, this person died, Trump got shot. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I was the epitome of that meme with the dude at the barbecue grill. Like, hey, yo, what the fuck? Like every 5 minutes.
That's one of my favorite memes. Hey, what the fuck? Yo, we already have... We have some friendly faces already in the chat. We have Jackie saying happy Sunday. We have DeFi saying, yo, what is up, DeFi?
DeFi.
Brother?
Yo, what's up, fam?
DeFi.
Let's go. We got Beef Basis saying hi, everyone. Happy fucking Sunday. Let's go, Beef Basis. Thank you for being here, brother. Always appreciate it. Jack is just saying hi to DeFi and Beef. All right, man. But yeah, man, it's been a crazy ass weekend, bro. You all right, man?
I was reading that comment, and then the next one says Hado's turning into IRL content. Like low key, I was gonna do more IRL content yesterday, but they didn't let me in. so
what, to the arcade or to the
no, to the gym. So whenever you're done, we'll get into that story. Yeah.
All right. Well, lastly, I just wanted to say hello to Bonesy or Mrs. Bones. What is up,
Bonesy, Lady Bones? Mrs.
How
Bones.
are you? All right, man. But yeah, wait. Continue on that story. So wait, what happened? They didn't let you in the gym? Did the dude flaked on his bed?
Before we get into the story, all I'm gonna say is congrats, Hado. That was awesome as fuck. And also, the irony of this whole thing is Iron Forge Gym is named after a WoW city, so you still had to win in Smash to get inside of a WoW city. All right, let's go.
Yeah, actually, it's funny you mentioned that because a lot of people called out that. And then Mizkif was like, yeah, that's how you guys are really like my friends or whatever. I forgot like exactly what he said, but the chat was like saying that like all along because the WoW heads, because Mizkif is a WoW head too. All the WoW heads were like, yeah, Iron Forge, that's a WoW reference. So like, yeah, it is funny that we've come full circle here.
It all ends with WoW.
So I did play Mizkif. Okay, so let's go like to the beginning of the story. So my friend Johnny Boy G, shout out to you, Johnny.
Shout out
Boy.
to Johnny. Shout out to Johnny.
He sent me a DM on Discord. It's like, hey, Mizkif just tweeted that he's going to be in pinballs downtown in Austin. And I'm just thinking, like, there's no pinballs downtown in Austin. This nigga's lying. So I'm like, which one could it be? And I look at the environment on the stream. I'm like, oh, I know exactly where that is. So I like run to the shower. I shower real fast. I run out the door. I tell my sister I gotta go like try and farm some content or something, right? So I'm on my way. I bring my controller, but it's not charged. I'm like, fuck. I hope he has another controller because my shit's dead. So I go there. It's like 30 minutes like north, right? At the drive-through traffic, I'm like panicking because I'm like thinking in my mind, the worst scenario is me getting there and him be like, okay, bye, I'm leaving, right? Because it was already like 30 minutes into it. I'm like, fuck.
Right.
So I get there. He's still there. I talk to the front desk. The front desk is like, he hasn't lost yet. I was like, okay. So I pull up. He looks at, we make eye contact. He looks at me and my hat because he had to get like a double take because he saw like the make something great again. And he was like, is that a mega? And then he looked back. He's like, oh, okay. I was like, I like your hat. And I was like, thanks. I was like, does he remember me or is he just like talking shit? I don't know. Because you can never know with this guy. He's a fucking troll. So we finally like start playing, right? And I was just reminding him that I played him in 2021 at a place called Valhalla. He remembers that, right? So he remembers like everything basically. And basically you beat him, you get $100. So I beat him the first time. It was a very close match. I was fucking up like crazy. Like I was playing really bad, really sloppy, but I beat him. And then he was like double or nothing. And like, I'm on stream. So I'm not going to be no bitch. And I was like, $100, let me get out of here. But I was like, you know what? I'll take it. Because he was like, oh, if you don't want to. I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. So I beat him again. And I get $200, right? And so some time passes on. And by the way, right after I beat him it was the first or second time, I can't remember. But homies from the Smash crew in Austin pulled up. And I haven't seen these dudes since like 2018, 2019, like before COVID. They roll up and they're, like it's a fucking great moment on stream because I beat him. And then I turn, I'm like, it's just like the cameraman nailed it. It was great. Fucking great content. And so everybody has like had a chance to play and then people like file out and stuff. There's like 4 of us that are standing around. You could see it in the clip. They're just standing around, just like happy to be there. And I was like, I want to challenge him again. And for some reason, I did not think this was going to work, but I was like, let me money match you $100 on the line. If I win, I get a year membership, Iron Forge Gym. This was like in my brain, the spur of the moment. I was like, I have to try and get something from the gym because I want to go to the gym and see it. And I don't want to pay for it. So that comes to mind, and I say that, and I'm just, dude, I've watched this clip so many times. I cannot believe that I did that because, like, I've watched the farming happen on Twitch so many times, but for me to do that myself was crazy. So I did it, and he shook my hand. I couldn't believe it. I was like, "Do you not remember I beat you twice before?" Like, and then I'm thinking like the math doesn't add up because if you look, like, okay. Maddox, don't do this anymore, okay? Maddox posted a fucking picture of like I've been sent this picture 4 or 5 times. A year subscription of Iron Forge is worth $671.
Yeah,
right.
I saw that. Yeah,
and I bought in with 100. And so after I beat him on stream a 3rd time, I'm like, I feel bad, so I'm gonna donate that $1 to the stream. It ends up later that some kid won that $100, so it was like a kind of a big W. But it was such a good moment on stream. It was great content. I had to upload a clip of it. I'm gonna upload like a full video of like the whole entire thing and the gym. But then there was this little kid that was gonna play him, and the whole thing was like we were going to make it seem like he was playing, but they handed me the controller, and so I beat him a 4th time. And I was like hunched over, like pretending that I wasn't playing, but it was kind of obvious. And I think he was like in on it. Like the chat wasn't on it though, but the chat found out later. Like they found out later. And then so I get a video of him saying that I get a year free. So I go yesterday to the gym. I show this girl the front desk the video. She's like, "Can you airdrop me the video? I'm gonna go message my other boss because he's not my boss. Like Mizkif isn't her boss." And so she sends the video off, and I'm like, "All right, so how long will this take?" And she's like, "Come back tomorrow." Mind you, I live 30 minutes south, and I'm like, "Fuck!" Like I don't want to go home. So I had a quick thinking. I'm like, "There's an LA Fitness like 10 minutes from here," so I go to LA Fitness, play some basketball. While I get to LA Fitness, they call me, "Hey, come back tomorrow. You can go to IM4's gym and get your gear membership." So today, Sunday, I'm going over there to get my membership.
Let's go.
So yeah, but they denied me at the door because like the girl's like, "He's not my boss." I'm like, "Oh, okay, well." Yeah, that's pretty much the story, man.
Yo, that's awesome though. That's badass that you're gonna get your membership, bro. Knowing you and you've made content before at the gym and stuff, so that's probably gonna come in. You're gonna guys be on the lookout for some dope content coming from Hado at Iron Forge Gym. Iron Forge Gym. There you go.
Yeah, I may or may not stream, but I'm definitely gonna record like content in the gym.
Do you know if they're like normally there, like Mizkif and like anybody else from OTK?
I mean, so I walked past this girl named Vandy. She's a Twitch streamer. She's another WoW player. They all play WoW, by the way. All these guys play WoW. Mm-hmm. I walked by her and her friend as I was leaving. So if you guys look at like Vandy's last VOD, you can see this fat dude in a gray shirt. That's me. Because the whole thing that was so great about this whole clip was that I'm out of shape right now. And the shirt that I was wearing, you could see like my belly and my man tits kind of like forming through the shirt. And so the comments section, like the chat was like, "He needs the gym." Like, dude, you guys have to look. You guys have to look at that clip that I posted on X, because if you look at the comments or the chat is saying a lot of different shit. Like, "Oh my God, NFT guy," and then someone says MAGA, and then someone says, "I hope he loses," and then everyone's saying Mizkif, that's a terrible deal, and then a lot of people are spamming easy -600. So like, it's a really good time, man. Like, like every time I watch that clip, I find something new.
Do you see how many people were watching him at the time that you were like?
So according to someone that came to my chat after I streamed, Mizkif is botting. But I disavow that statement.
Allegations.
I disavow that statement. I don't know what Mizkif does. He was like, this dude was the biggest Mizkif hater that came to my chat the other day. But it said like 17,000. So I kind of forgot we were streaming for a second too, because the first matches that we were playing, nobody said a word for like 2 or 3 minutes, because we were just like, like trying to win, right? We couldn't like. Right. And it was like such a close match that like no one was like, everyone was just breathing, right? Literally breathing and like moving the sticks. So yeah, it was a crazy time, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it if he pulls 17,000 viewers in an IRL stream, Yeah.
I mean he does it all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not like it's out of the norm for him. But that's crazy, man. That sounds like a super cool weekend, bro. Like a super cool Saturday, honestly. When you posted that video in the chat, I was like, we were in the middle of a show. We were in the middle of Wrecked. And I was like, yo, how do just fucking 1v1 Mizkif? And he's like, and then Missy's like, oh yeah, he like was talking about that like a while ago. I'm like, no, like he's live now, like with him. And he was like, what?
Because I remember you had told me the old story, and I was like, yeah, I know that. Hado's whooped his ass a couple times
already. Right.
Right now, I was like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah, the key with him is that he plays DK, so you just don't let him land. DK, so like little tidbit information in Smash Bros Ultimate, DK cannot land against opponents that have like quick movement and aerial speed. So what you do is you just keep hitting him in the air. And so if he lands on the ground, like he can ground pound you, he can throw you, whatever. But the first time I played him, I just kept hitting him in the air and he lost. And then like pretty much all 4 or 5, 6, I don't know how many times I played him at this point, but Friday, it was all just aerial stuff. So yeah.
Get your pen and papers, guys. Get your pen and papers. But yo, who was that character you were using? That robot guy looked like
Rob.
Wally.
Rob.
Rob?
Yeah, that's
Where
my
is he
favorite.
from?
So Rob is actually from the NES system. So they made a game where you could like put a gyrosphere into the Rob unit, and then there's like a 8-bit game on the NES that you could play with Rob. So Rob was like a peripheral object, but he was also like a game itself. And so they just made him into a character in Smash.
Ah, damn. Yeah, you whoop his ass with that shit, dude. I was watching that and I was like, damn, this is getting fucking destroyed, bro.
So like the first game, I was super nervous. I don't know why. I've already played against him before, but it was just like being on stream and like, because like the first time I met him, I had like 3 or 4 beers or I was drinking or whatever. It was a fucking bar environment. This other one was like an arcade area, and then he set up like his stuff there, and like he had a cameraman, and cameraman was really dope too. Like he knows when to like zoom in and like do different shots and stuff. Because like whenever Mizkif was like, I can't believe I did this, how am I gonna tell Rob? He zoomed in before that, so like make it all dramatic and shit. But dude, they had this like big old unit where it almost looked like a stream deck where you could press like different buttons to like go to different scenes. But like it was different scenes that you could preview. It was, I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was like you could see what it looked like before you pressed it, like OBS, but it was like a stream deck. It looked like a
it's probably like one of those GoPro what's it called? Like the interface, you know, like the boards have everything integrated into it. But yeah, that's pretty dope, man. That's like I said, man, that sounds like a super dope weekend.
Absolutely.
And you know what? That's what I like about Texas is that Texas is known to have a lot of content creators that have, you know, migrated there and that live there. So it's really easy to have moments like that, you know, because they're all there. They're all based out of there. So that's pretty cool, bro. I know you're a big fan of them.
It would be so like, dude, look at all the streamers that live here in Austin. And then you go to that gym, Iron Forge gym, all the influencers that live in that city in the northern part go there now. Like they all go there because they know that's where all the people with clout are. So it's like people are working out, but there's like low-key clout chasing. But then there's also like an MMA thing in there too. So they have like an MMA studio as well. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I would say everyone that's making content is either looking at Texas or Florida to make the move. Like Nick Merce moved to Florida. Tim the Tapman is in Florida. Like there's a bunch of
Cali
Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross is in Florida.
Yeah.
Banks was in Florida for a while. You get me? Like Cali, like that's what I'm saying. Like people are starting to leave Cali. Like even now, even Nature now is moving to like Texas. You get me? So like
really,
like yeah, like
you know what part?
I believe they're in Frisco.
Because of is that where the team is?
No, 100 Teeth is based out of Cali, but Optic and all of them is based out of they're in Texas.
Yeah, Optic. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, they're like best friends with like, you know, he's best friends with all of them and stuff, I guess. So like, but they're moving there. But bro, like nobody wants to pay the taxes in Cali. You get me? So people are just dipping out.
When money is no object, you can live anywhere. But the thing that people like about Texas is there's no like state income tax. So a lot of people that move here, they're like, it's great in Texas because like the economy isn't as high. You know,
Florida and Texas are similar in that they don't have similar income tax and like house tax are very similar for them.
People
people
will always ask me why I won't move back to New York. It's like I ain't paying state tax. What the fuck?
Bro, New York is not what it used to be, man. I would never live there again. Like and Cali, I mean, come on, bro. Like I said, people are either going to Texas, Florida, and sometimes people are going to Vegas. But I mean, I can't picture myself ever living in Vegas, bro. Like
Vegas is boring as fuck outside of the strip.
Yeah, dude, that's like fuck. I mean, it's a desert, dude. Like, what the fuck are we gonna do out there?
Didn't New York go through like a period where they kind of like rebuilt everything and like did new infrastructure and like have suburbs now and shit like that? I heard like some parts of New York did that.
New York's been it's weird because neighborhoods are like cleaned out and like certain neighborhoods that you wouldn't think of before have like shit like Whole Foods and stuff like that, you know, like Arden and like the Bronx and stuff like that. But
very gentrified,
but they're dealing
with
a massive,
word I was looking for, gentrified.
But they're dealing with a massive pandemic of just drugs, bro, and like fucking homelessness and shit like that. Like
so is Philly.
Fentanyl, you get Philly, Philly, New York, Oregon, you get me, all those places, bro. They have like a huge fentanyl issue. So it's like you see crazy shit, bro. It's like it's weird because you go to the subways where it used to be dirty as fuck and now it's like all clean. but then you see a motherfucker ODing next to you. You get me? And you're like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, New York has a
like,
problem.
You're like,
New York has a problem with security because all the migrants that have been using like hotels and sanctuary stuff, they're like getting kicked out of there, and like they're just starting to like turn into crime. The police isn't like looking anymore. It's like it's getting really bad in New York, dude.
Yeah,
Dude, the other day there was a video on the TL of the mayor of New York like coming out with a trash can and like putting a trash bag in.
Yeah, I saw
and
that.
they're like, oh, they're celebrating. They're finally using the trash can like simple people, you know? You're like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. I miss New York. I miss what it used to be, but yeah, between the not even the crime, man, the drug usage and shit and all that, it doesn't make sense to live there. Plus state tax. BB, you're taking a trip to see where you want to move later in the year.
Austin,
Colorado, New Mexico, Austin, and back to Jersey. I've been in New Mexico. It's actually nice out there. It's really cool. But it does get boring after a little bit. Colorado,
I hear
kind of hit or miss, man.
Yeah,
it's kind of hit or miss depending where you're at. Yeah,
whereas
Colorado, if
I
you're
heard
an
Denver is
entrepreneur,
shitty.
if you're an entrepreneur for like weed, you could do some stuff in Colorado. But I think Austin is a great city, but it's very crowded. But there's a lot of jobs. But it's hot as fuck here. So there's a lot of trade-offs. Like there's a reason why consensus is moving, because a lot of fucking New Yorkers and LA people were complaining it's too hot in Texas. It's like, dude, don't you guys go to Dubai? Like, isn't it hot over there too? Like, what the fuck?
Dubai, yeah, it's like a fucking desert. But honestly, dude, I feel like Florida is very underrated because a lot of people think Florida, they think Miami. You get me? But like, the Central Florida is a very great place to invest your money, in my opinion.
I just heard that Florida has a infrastructure problem, meaning at some point the real estate that they're building in Orlando and other places is going to be too much on the marina and like the actual like land mass of Florida. And so like they're going to run out of space because they don't have as much space as Texas to like keep building shit, but they still have a lot of building and innovation, and especially in Orlando.
But you got to remember, bro, when you run out of space, what do?
Stack.
You build up. Yeah,
you stack.
So you start building up, motherfucker. That's when you're gonna see high rises and shit like that. You know, like, but
that's cool.
Like,
I'm excited.
Like Central Florida has done a great job at like making sure they reserve certain part of like nature, like with like nature, like nature reserves, like national parks, shit like that. And then they're so underdeveloped still that they have so many suburbs that they don't need to build from the ground up. They just need to remodel. You get me? And fix. So like, bro, I'm telling you, like, if you want to, like, speaking from real estate perspective, right? Like investment perspective, Central Florida is one of the best places to park your money in real estate right now, because one, tourist destination, right? So if you wanted to look at rentals, you're going to have the income right there. Two, great beach access, right? So if you're looking at that type of income, it's going to be right there, right? And three, you're still like in Central Florida in particular, you can still buy at really low prices, like in the 300Ks, which is kind of unheard of for most of Florida. You get me? So all you got to do really is wait for the interest rate to be at a decent rate, and not like at fucking 12 points like it is right now.
Let me pick your brain real quick. What about the timeshares?
I don't like timeshares right now. Most timeshares are a scam in the sense that they compete with, you're competing with the other 500 motherfuckers that have given the same presentation and have bought into the timeshare with you. You get me? So like the revenue that you're pulling out of it, you're better off parking your 10 grand that you're investing in the timeshare into like a down payment for like a you can do, bro, with 10 grand you could do so much. You can put a small down payment and buy personal. You could also like just look into doing like a wholesale deal and do like an assignment contract and make like a big commission from like a flip. You get me? Where you don't even have to do the flip yourself, but you make a commission just being a real estate agent without your license technically. Like, bro, there's a lot you can do.
Yeah, I mean, to back up Clouds on the Central Florida point, before I moved to Europe, I had bought a townhouse and lived in it for, I think 3 years? Because I bought it in 2019. Yeah, so I lived in it for 3 years. It went up about 100K in value, and
it's a good profit.
Yeah, so I mean, it did really well, and then you know, there's other friends that I have that have bought in Central Florida. Similar story. Some of them, you know, they bought houses in like the $750,000 range, and their houses are all well over $1 million now in value. So I mean, it's a good place to invest your money for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you know, always like that. That's the market's always the same, right? It goes up and down like a wave. So like you just gotta like wait for the right timing. But
For sure.
anyways, moving on through the topics here, Missy, do you want to get a little bit into what your weekend was like, bro? Like, cause you had a crazy.
Yeah, man. I mean, today is Sunday, right? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's Sunday.
Yeah.
I mean, Friday was relatively chill. I was catching up because I took most of this week. I took, you know, it's been a weird week and a half for those that don't know. On what was it, 4th of July?
Yeah.
My family, their neighbor was lighting fireworks, and it. Long story short, there was a house fire. The entire first floor of my sister and my mom's crib, like, went completely just burned down to the ground almost. And you know, I had to help them move, relocate. My sister was in the hospital for almost a week. So was her husband. So it was a really weird fucking week, man. And you know, I have my niece, my nephew, so I was taking care of them because, you know, my mom's older. She has health issues, so it's not like she could take care of them. So I was kind of balancing between taking care of my niece, my nephew, going to the hospital, doing all that stuff. So luckily, my sister's okay, and so is her husband. Everybody's good. And now I was helping them move because they couldn't obviously stay where they were living, and their car got totaled, so that was fun.
Yeah,
So I was
you
helping.
send the picture. You send the pictures of that, and I was like, bro. And it was a nice car too. Like it wasn't like
Yeah, I know.
it wasn't like a used car or some shit, you know, where you can be like, whatever. That's like a car where you're like,
It was a fucking AMG, dude. I was just like, damn,
yeah.
bro.
I mean, luckily, hopefully, obviously, they have insurance. I'm hoping.
Yeah,
you know,
they do.
all
They
that
do.
stuff.
They do.
So,
They do.
like insurance takes care of all that shit, and your health is what matters at the end of the day. But that's still like it hurts.
It hurt for sure. And me, because I'm like the one that helped them buy it because I'm like the car guy in the family, you know. So I'm just like,
Yeah,
bro,
dude,
damn.
crazy.
But yeah, you know, everybody's okay. Thankfully, I had to help them relocate because they couldn't live back at the old place, and we had to like put them in one hotel and then a different hotel because that hotel didn't have enough space to keep them. Switch them to an Airbnb. Then I helped them find a rental. Now we're moving them into the rental. So yesterday I was helping them do that because, you know, I'm like the only. I would say I'm like the only big dude in my family when it comes to like lifting shit. Everybody's, you know, they're either kids, women, or my brother-in-law. Not to be an asshole, he's not like, he's kind of scrawny, you know. So I'm the big guns they call when shit needs to get lifted. So I was just lifting furniture all fucking day yesterday. I'm sore as fuck. It was like 100 degrees outside too. and the crib that I was moving the furniture from didn't have AC because all the electrical went down with the fire. So I was fucking like straight up showering in sweat. It was bad.
Yeah, like a wife beater on a hoe.
Oh, shit. Well, that's the thing, because the whole crib was covered in you know, ash and soot and all that shit. I had to wear like a fucking construction shirt. Basically. Yeah. No, it was an interesting day. I actually still had to go back tonight at like 9:30 to move like the last couple of big pieces of furniture.
Damn, that's tough, man.
And shout out Damien for helping. I appreciate you, bro.
I'm glad everyone is okay. When I first saw the photo, I was like, damn, this is a scary time right now. So
yeah, man, thanks for holding it down, guys. It was scary as shit. And then, you know, my sister and I we grew up together in the sense that we never really Jackie.
I was just laughing at Jackie. What about me?
Of course, Jackie, but like, you're my wife, man. You have to do it. I'm just kidding. I love you. I love you. I love you. Of course, appreciate your help always. Yeah, my sister and I, we're homies, man. Like, we grew up together. We lived at my grandma's place together. We moved in with my mom together. So, you know, whenever my sister's like in a weird spot, I'm always kind of on alert. because that's the homie. So
Yeah.
shout outs to everyone that held it down. Thank you, Damien. Thank you, Jackie. And I'm happy to be back. I can't wait to officially be done with this tonight. I was hoping to officially be done yesterday, but you know how it goes, man. Shit's
Hey,
fucking
bro.
annoying.
You gotta take care of what you gotta take care of, man. It's so good. It's so
Exactly.
good. Like, at the end of the day, what matters is that everyone's okay, and I'm glad nobody got hurt, any of that shit, because it's crazy, bro. Something as little as a firework, and I know people get stupid and they buy like the ones that you need like licensing for and shit all the time, and usually that shit goes wrong and some type of like bad news like that, like a fire or something like that, but. Like it's crazy that something like a firework can cause that much damage, like
Who
without
was
you noticing.
It was crazy. Like they ended up finding out that it was a sparkler from the neighbor's garbage. It wasn't even like a
Yeah,
proper
and it's
a
not
firework.
even that, like,
sparkler?
yeah,
Yeah,
but the thing is, how to like it's catching the right surface, and you'll be surprised how quickly. Like I remember one time, my father-in-law was grilling one time, bro. And listen, my father-in-law is not the brightest when it comes to cooking, all right? But dude was grilling one time and he had the brightest idea to throw away the dripping, right, from the oil pans, right? Like
Oh
after he
I
was done
no!
know.
grilling
Oh no!
into the garbage bin, right? Like those green garbage bins they give you from the city, right? And
Uh-huh.
everything was good at the moment. But like an hour in, I guess it got freaking extremely hot inside the plastic, bro, and the whole fucking garbage bin got fire. The side of the house, like the wall. Thankfully, that house was like made out of concrete, so it couldn't penetrate the inside. But like the side of the wall of the house, completely torched. You get me?
Damn.
And it happened in matters of like an hour or two. You get me? And you wouldn't even
Yeah.
think about it because you're like, oh, I'm just throwing away this thing. You get me? So it's crazy as fuck, dude.
Didn't an NFL player lose like a finger or something from a firework? Or like a toe? Or wait, no, I'm thinking about someone that shot his own foot.
I don't know. I've seen a bunch of like ever since July 4th, bro. Twitter's so fucked up. But everything on
Yes,
July 4th, like
JPP. Yes, that's who it
Yeah,
was.
Jason
Yes.
Pierre-Paul.
what he
Yeah,
lost like
yeah.
a finger or
He
something or what?
he's like a Ninja Turtle now, man. Like he
He's
missing a
like,
finger. Yeah.
Yeah, he like busted a finger because of some fireworks shit or something like that.
he's like a fucking ninja turtle. It's like what? Like fucking I can't even fucking do it, dude.
He's got a permanent shocker.
That's fucked
Yeah.
up. That's fucked.
Beef did have some heartfelt stuff here, so if you want to get into that real quick.
I appreciate that, BB. Yeah. It's yeah, that's exactly what I am for my family. It's one of those things that you're honored, but it's also very time consuming, and at times it's not the most convenient thing, right? Like you're in the middle of some shit, and then everybody's just picking up the phone, and your shit blowing up, and you have to, kind of report for duty. So
Yeah, but I've been there plenty of times.
yeah.
The last 10 years.
But yeah, I'm glad to hear that you have that relationship with your sister, man. It's rare, right? Like whenever you're a dude and you're like, yo, my sister's like my homie, people are like, that's weird. Especially, after the whole red pill movement and Andrew Tate, where he's like, yo, if you can't fuck with your sister, man, she's not gonna go to war with you. Like, bro, my sister would definitely pick up a Glock if I had to go to war.
I don't even want to get into
But-
Andrew Tabor every time,
Dude,
and then
Tate-
Jackie
Tate
would
is
be
the
there
man
with
of
a
the song.
rocket launcher. Like, homie just not meeting the right women. But
Hell
but yeah, I appreciate that, BB. We gotta chop it up sometime for sure, man. We need to game together. Because honestly, like you're always at our shows, and I honestly really fuck with how you have always repped for Mixed Mob and just in general, man. We need to game together for sure. Like
yes,
ASAP.
sir. Yes, sir.
You gotta give me like your availability schedule or something, man, so we know when to sync up.
We also have a couple of noodle bowls coming up, man. We gotta get you in there. We gotta, run it with the squad. But yo, I have major respect for people that have like that type of relationship, man, especially with their sister. That's pretty cool. I would say me and my brother, like, we got way closer as we grew older. Like the
Yep.
older we got, the closer we got. As like younger, like me and my brother are not that far apart in age where we never feel comfortable like hanging out with each other young as well. You get me? But we had different interests, I would say, like especially like when I was in high school, middle school time, like I was just playing video games. He was more like already working, that type of stuff, so but as we grew older, definitely our relationship grew stronger, I would say. But
dope.
I will say this about like getting older and like siblings getting closer together. Nothing will get you closer together than a parent passing away. So I understand that completely. I understand that
Yeah.
completely. It happens. And the other thing too is like any kind of grudge or beef that you have with people, especially when someone passes, that shit don't matter no more. like I remember like my step side of my family on my mom's side, they all came to the funeral and like they all pulled up and they're all like, yeah, basically like because like there was like a whole feud. We're not going to it, but like basically like they just said sorry to me and I'm like, don't say sorry to me. It's like good to see you guys. Like how you
I mean,
been?
that's typical
Yeah.
Latino family, bro. That's
Oh,
normal.
these are white guys, but
Oh, Jesus Christ. My bad.
so I said step family, but yeah.
it wasn't the Puerto Rican side.
No. This is like, but yeah, I definitely do agree with you. Like once you get older, things happen in life, and they're just like, how you been, sis? How you been, bro? You know.
Oh,
and
we
it
missed JK earlier because it's doing that thing where sending messages at the top.
Yeah.
What's up, JK?
What's up, JK? And we
Quantum
have
too.
You.
What's up, Quantum? Formerly known as
up,
Siege.
brother?
You know what's weird? It says 4:03 p.m. on my end for those two messages, but it's 1:15 where I live.
Yeah, it's
What's
weird.
up with that?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
weird.
man.
That's
And
why
Hado-
it's 5:03 for me too.
Hado, you know, that's absolutely true. Like, you know, I've never lost a parent. You know, my situation was a little different where, you know, I didn't have one half of the family from my childhood, but will tell you that any kind of adversity does bond siblings together because my sister and I bonded over, you know, the lack of a father, basically, right? And not to make the fucking podcast like depressing or whatever, but I think something that I tell my wife all the time, like her brother is like my brother as well, like her little brother. We're all very close, and I always tell her like, at the end of the day, it's gonna be you. You know, God forbid anything major happens, but on a lifespan perspective, like your sibling will be around longer than your parents.
Oh yeah, of course.
Or your grandparents, or your uncles and aunts, or anything like that. So like, one of the most important relationships in your life is your sibling. Like that's why, you know, Damien and I, we've been really best friends since, you know, I was in grade school. Me and my sister, you know, we have a great relationship, and that's why I'm so family oriented, especially with the younger people in my family. Because at the end of the day, it's not that I don't love or care for the older people in my family. Obviously, I have a responsibility to make sure that they're okay. But I know that the people around my age group are the ones that I'm going to be in the long haul of this life with, basically. So, especially with your siblings. So it's really important to always maintain that perspective.
Hey, look on the bright side. Beef Basis says, I enjoy all of you. It's a special thing that you guys got going on here. With or without Mixed Mob, I'm going to be effing with you for a long time. Pause. You're stuck with me. I'm sorry.
This fucking guy.
Nah, hey, shout out to you, Beef Basis, man.
We appreciate it, man.
We appreciate that, man. We
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
We need to game, bro. We need to game.
Some claps in the chat for Beef Basis. No. Oh,
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie though. This is like kind of like previous. Like I know we already talked about it, but when Damien put JPP in the chat, I thought he put JRP, bro. I was like, damn, JRP blew his hand with a fucking rocket, like a fire fucking.
I mean, out of our crew, it could be him. It probably would be him,
right? Like making.
I mean, after the bagel incident,
right? Like
after
making
the
a bagel,
bagel,
bro. Like I see him doing that, right?
It would either be JRP or Cade, bro. Because Cade would be like, "Bro, I was trying to use this fucking lighter and it was defective and blah 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 blah." You know, because he's always having problems with tech. It would be one of those two motherfuckers,
bro.
Yo, you know that Monday, 4 meme? 4,
yeah,
3.
Yeah, on Monday when we have our team meeting, JRP comes on the cam and he's like, "Hey guys, what's up? I lost my fingers.
Shake my hand, but take my hand. This is my strong hand. This is my strong hand, boy."
Pink to swear.
Scary movie.
Yo, but let's talk about the elephant in the room, man, because all I've been seeing in the TL since I woke up today is fucking President Trump taking a shot in the head like a fucking champ and like getting back up saying, fight.
Bro, what the fuck? That shit was crazy.
Bro, insanity, dude. What the fuck is happening? Oh shit! What the
Many men
Many
wish
men,
murder on
bro?
me.
Listen, the memes. The
One more,
memes
one
have
more, one
been.
more.
Oh gosh, man.
This is the
It's the voice.
this is the All Might one that I was talking about.
Oh, that's
like, they
supposed to be
took-
All Might.
Yeah,
Oh.
well, there's a pose where he does that with this kind of shadowing and stuff, and they just made like a Trump version.
Oh, it looks like the voice. You know, like
Oh yeah, like
Homelander
Homelander,
or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, dude,
Bro.
that's funny, man. No, dude,
it's
listen.
crazy, dude.
The memes are hilarious, but it's crazy the fact that we saw an attempt assassination for a former president as he's giving out a fucking speech, dude. That's insane. But, bro, do you guys see the video? This man, bro, what the fuck?
Wait,
is-
did someone upload it?
I don't know, dude. It was loud though.
Was that me?
I don't know.
I don't
I'm
know.
lost.
It's the
I didn't hear anything, to be honest.
It was the Many Men soundtrack.
Yeah, but I don't see that. Like, did someone upload it?
Oh, it was
It's in
Damien.
It's in the soundboard.
It was Damien.
It's in the
Yeah.
soundboard.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh, it's right here. Oh shit!
Now I hear it. Now I hear it. There we go. Yeah, it was in there from Wrecked, man. I told Damien he had to put Many Men in there.
Dude, did we predict it? What the fuck?
Because I wanted Many Men in there because I kept joining the fucking lobbies and it was just like, let's make sure we kill Mizzy, then everyone fights each other. So I was like, we gotta throw in Many Men in there, bro, because that's what it feels like playing with these motherfuckers sometimes. Oh,
Look at him, bro. Fight.
that shit was crazy, dude. Like, first of all, I don't think people understand how crazy it is that a former U.S. president was being fucking almost assassinated. Like, that's
Dude,
insane.
people were saying it was staged.
How could you stage that? Like
No, they shot a motherfucker in the head. They shot the motherfucker in the head, and that was staged. You know?
I mean,
They were like,
it could
"Oh,
be
President Trump looked to the right to look at the Secret Service snipers to give him the signal to take the shot and clip him in the ear." I'm like, bro, people are retarded. Like,
it could
I'm
be
sorry.
like a setup, but I don't believe that it's staged, right?
I mean, people are pulling
Nothing-
all sorts of shit, bro.
Nothing can be staged if someone dies, right? Like,
Yeah,
the
bro.
other dude's fucking face, you know what I mean? Like,
By the way, like 2 civilians die, like a former firefighter die, and like freaking somebody else was wounded. Like,
yeah, look at this guy in the background, dude. This guy is fucking lit.
Dude, he's like, yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
They were saying online that this guy did not react at all until after he did this. Like, if you look at the clip, look at this guy right here. He just
he's like
these two guys just don't give a fuck.
I don't think
they're like, oh shit, the president got popped. That's crazy.
Only the guy. You see the guy right there on the right with the beanie, with next to the lady. There's a video of him looking around like a fucking maniac, and they're like, oh, somebody got to interview this guy. He saw something or whatever.
Oh, the beanie guy, yeah.
Yeah, and then I saw him reacting to this one. But dude, it's crazy, bro. It is insane, bro.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know, man. I don't think it's staged. You can't stage that. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever used firearms. Like, it's really hard to, even if you're an expert, trained, whatever the fuck, to perfectly place a bullet that's only gonna graze somebody's ear. Like,
yeah,
come on.
Yeah, bro.
He was using an AR-15 from like 200 or 300 yards away.
Bro, I saw,
and there was like something about like, I don't know if this is true, but somebody was like, Trump said he heard his friend Shinzo Abe, the former prime minister of Japan that got assassinated. He apparently he said something and he moved, right? But like, I think that part is just like a little bit of fairy tale. I don't think that really happened.
bro.
Like,
I think it was just all like somehow like this dude has the best luck that you could have ever imagined, and he moved just at the right timing, and somehow that bullet missed him or whatever. But I saw some people. There was this one person on the TL saying like, "Listen, I ain't never heard no gunshot sound like popcorn." All right, because of the shots like making like a weird sound, I guess, when they were shooting at him. But I was like, bro, people are pulling all types of strings to make this shit look like something that's fake, you know, like.
We do have the killer. This is the guy that got popped. It's confirmed. But if I could keep talking clouds, can I look up for the?
Well, there was another dude.
This guy right here, this guy right
There
here.
was a dude that
This guy right
everybody thought it was him, and he was like, "I am not the guy."
So
Yeah, that shit was
listen,
funny as hell.
listen, guys, I'm awake in detective, like Batman detective mode, and I'm like, all right, I want to find out something's going on because like people are tweeting.
Yeah, this is the video. This is the video.
This is the guy who posted this, and mind you, I saw this when he posted it. It was like 3 minutes ago, and I'm watching Myron Gaines, and Myron Gaines is like, these guys with the soy boy look, blah 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 blah, and I'm like, dude, this is not the like. He keeps showing this guy's photo, like this is not the guy. He was a troll, and I'm like spamming in chat. He's a troll. He's a troll, and then the chat is spamming. That guy's a troll. It's not really him. And then he's like, all you losers in chat, you guys don't know shit. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you don't fucking read. I'm like, nigga, you don't even know how to fucking turn on your Discord camera. You stupid motherfucker. Like he was streaming and he was like, guys, I can't put my Discord camera on. I'm live. And it's deactivate it for OBS and put it on Discord. It's really not that hard.
This the motherfucker that was brought to tears because his homie aborted a child or some shit. That guy?
That was the guy that broke the coffee mug and said, you guys have no loyalty.
Yeah. The fuck.
Yeah, so this guy last night decided to upload this, and he's like, I hate Republicans, I hate Donald Trump, and you got the wrong guy. But this is after the FBI posted this guy's photo as he's the real killer.
Yeah.
And so this dude goes into panic mode and hides it. Like he privated his Twitter account, and the last thing I saw him put was, I became the Riddler overnight.
Bro, I would be terrified if I was that guy. Like,
for sure.
All of a sudden, everybody thinks I almost assassinated our president. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
You don't know who's gonna show up at your house, a Trump supporter or the Secret Service. You get me? Like, who the fuck?
It's so dumb.
At this point, the Secret Service was probably like, "Oh, this motherfucker's like some type of spy. Like somehow he has like a clone or some shit. He's alive. Like we're gonna go track this." You get me, bro? This shit's getting out of control, bro. It's crazy, man. But I don't know. Some people are saying that this is gonna lead to Trump winning the election. Do you guys have any thoughts on that? I mean, this is like politics opinion, so if you guys don't want to get into that, that's fine. But
I mean, I mean, to be fully transparent, I view American politics like Netflix. Like to me, it's just entertainment at this point. I don't take it seriously.
Oh yeah, I've always
yeah. I don't mean that in like a ignorant way. I just mean it in the sense that, let's be honest, we all know the people that have the actual say isn't the president anyways. And I look at it as metas. Every 4 years, there's a new meta, and I have to play the game. I have to play the rules that the meta presents for me to get the best KD ratio in this video game, right? So each president comes with a different meta, and I handle it that way. As far as will this help him win the election? Duh. Like,
yeah.
This is like one of the most gangster things a fucking president could ever do.
You know what's funny is a lot of people are uploading content that were not supporters or did not vote for him, and they're like, I'm voting for him now because of this photo. So like, he was already ahead in the polls, and you guys got to understand, Biden can't formulate a sentence, right?
Yeah, no, that guy's done.
So like, he's a lesser of two evils, I guess. Yeah.
Whether the Democrats win or not, that I don't think Biden is gonna be able to finish another term. You get me? Like,
can't even finish this term.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this dude is like, dude, the funniest Trump tweet that I've seen is him putting a video of Joe Biden going into an elderly home facility, like an assisted home facility, and it's just him walking into it. Bro. It's really funny. Yeah, it's really funny.
Yeah, I've seen like the photo comparison of like Biden like falling down the stairs and then like Trump doing this, kind of shit. So
yeah,
I definitely think that the American populace, like, okay, I think this is an opportunity for both sides of the fence to like stop like with the stupid like, oh, like you don't do this and you don't do that, like, and then start actually like unifying the country a little bit, because hey, somebody try to take out a candidate. We haven't had that happen in this country.
I think Reagan was the last one, right?
Yeah, Reagan. Well, I mean,
he actually got shot, but
yeah, and he was a candidate at that time. He wasn't the president. He was a candidate.
I thought he was the president already.
No, he wasn't a president yet. He was the candidate.
No? Oh, okay.
He was the nominee.
Yeah.
So
I think Reagan was the last one. I mean, somebody threw a shoe at Bush, but
yeah, two shoes, and he dodged both of them.
yeah, he touched muscle. He's like, quick boy.
He's like, I'm from Texas.
I'm from
We're tough in Texas.
We're dodging cattle since I was a little boy. Fucking Bush.
Well, I'm used to
Yo, you guys
dodging
remember-
bulls. You think these shoes gonna do a damn thing to me?
You guys remember Bush being in the second Harold Kumar, the one that they
Yeah.
go to the wedding,
Yeah.
and like, they go to his house. He's like,
Some
Daddy,
motherfuckers wanna
Daddy.
get high.
"Daddy, I quit. God damn it, Daddy, because I'm the president."
He's like, want to get high, motherfucker?
Yeah, wanna get high.
you boys.
You're not a terrorist, are you, Kumar?
Yeah.
What kind of name is Kumar?
Bro, fucking America is fucking wild.
Bro.
When I think of that shit, like we were totally okay with that too.
Dude, that show was so
Yeah, I
Beef-
agree. I agree with you, BB. There are too many people without a clear head that should not have a gun. I agree.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely, bro.
Beef was reading you already. He was about to type the Harold Kumar stuff. Like,
Bro, the fucking Bush scene is hilarious.
oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
they had us in Guantanamo Bay trying to make us eat cock meat sandwich. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
cock meat
you
sandwich.
guys are gay. You guys are sucking dicks, not me.
Yo, fucking
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
are the queen.
Stop, bro.
yeah, BB. I view the political system as metas, man. Like it's games, right? Metas. People get nerfed. People get buff. You know, it's the same shit. Like if you look at it as a gamer, life gets a lot easier. That's
Yeah,
my
like-
opinion.
Yep.
The meta for me right now is to lose weight and get in shape at Iron Forge Gym. in
The
Round
way
Rock,
I
Texas.
understand, the way I look at it, bro, is that look, no matter who the president is, we still live in the greatest country on earth, bro. The amount of freedom that we get on this country compared to what other countries go to, is something that's unheard of, bro. So, just saying,
Yep.
just saying. That in itself is more than enough for me. To
I definitely think
do
we
my
take
thing.
a lot of things for granted for sure. Like
Absolutely, bro.
the ability
I mean,
to wake
if-
up and not be bombed is a blessing.
If you view the, I think this is why everyone should try to travel outside of America, right? Like
Mhm.
I lived in Albania for a year. You know how they get to leave that country? They have to join a lottery, right?
Yeah.
So the men in Albania have to join a lottery, and
Lottery.
yes,
Yeah.
they cannot leave Albania to even
It's the same
travel.
thing in Cuba.
Yeah. They cannot leave Albania to even travel unless they join a lottery and pray that their name gets picked up during the yearly lottery fest, basically. And if they don't get selected, they can't travel, they can't go anywhere else, they can't do anything. The government's like very involved in what kind of business they're doing. The women in Albania can leave through marriage, but the men in Albania, they need to literally win a fucking lottery to leave Albania.
Yeah.
So
Men are just depressed everywhere.
yeah. So, and my real estate agent, the guy that helped me out when I got to Albania, he was the one that explained like the whole political system to me. He's like, bro, if you want to stay like on the good side of Albania, never talk about the politics. I was like, bet. But he was the one that was telling me like he could never leave Albania because one of his cousins tried gaming the system and it blacklisted like his entire fucking family. So none of the men from his family will ever be able to leave Albania because of one cousin.
Damn.
Man.
Bro, I would fucking break my foot off with my cousin's ass.
Is that cousin dead? Because would be like the most hated family member in the world, bro.
At least they have a dope ass flag, bro. That flag is.
They
dope.
do have a dope ass flag.
I'll never forget their flag because we had it in that episode of we had it in one of the, I don't think it was AI or not, but there was something we did where we were like, what flag is this or some shit like that, and it was the Albanian flag.
Yeah.
I think it was when we were playing GeoGuessr or whatever, Hado.
I remember.
That
We
thing.
gotta do another fun game like the AI or not or something because AI has gotten better too.
AI, yeah. Yo, real quick, Atitis with some W's in the chat right here. He's saying, all right, just finished Portal's new level they brought out in place number 61. I have no idea what the heck you're talking about. I know
Let's
the game
go.
Portal, but
Double
wait, is that a game?
Portals,
What are you
they're Portals is kind of like they're a Solana project. They have like different mini games and stuff that they do. They can actually work with you to release your own mini game inside of their game as well. It's pretty cool.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what Portals is. I don't know what mini game Addis was playing, but maybe he can share with us in the chat.
Well, apparently he got a special skin from that. So congratulations, Atitis. Hell yeah. He says, so first 500 to finish the level get special armor. Ooh. Do you get it?
Hell
Did you
yeah.
get the special armor, Addis?
Do you get the special armor?
So
Yo,
I mean, he got number 61, so he would have the special armor.
Oh shit, yeah. He
She
did.
got 69, bro. So close.
69.
I need to go get the special armor now.
Show's over.
They brought out a volcano dragon level. You get 2 paths, one for agility, the other with more puzzles. I would do the one for agility. I get puzzles, man. Ugh.
Oof, puzzles.
Puzzles are the worst.
Speaking of puzzles, it's not really a puzzle, but it is a puzzle for me. I tried to play not Dark Souls. What's that other game? Elden Ring. I tried to play Elden Ring. I'm still stuck on the first boss. And I died like I died 60 times and I rage quit.
Yo, Jackie's little brother is actually sweating that game. He could probably give you some tips.
That game is so hard, bro.
I was told that I don't have enough health. My vigor is too low. So
that kid beat the entire game with just a weapon. Like, got rid of all his armor. Just
like he did the naked run thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, I was watching Emaru was up to like 3 or 4 yesterday playing Elden Ring, and she was like doing the DLC, and chat was like, haha, you can't win or whatever, and like can't even beat the first boss, and you're beating DLC. Like, I can't even beat the first boss, bro. Like, I'm good at Smash, but like I can't beat the first boss at Elden Ring.
Dude,
Have I
that
really
was
done anything?
that was us and Shane together, dude. Like,
Bro.
I literally saw streams of people finishing the game, bro. There's so many. You get at one point you get inside a fucking bike or some shit like that, like a car or something. It's crazy as fuck. Like, yeah, you like drive some type of car at one point. We couldn't even get.
Is it a Hellcat?
No, bro.
Oh,
But Chad, we
not.
couldn't even get like fucking like I don't even know, bro. I don't even think we made it past level 1, like the first like tier.
Whatever. I'm proud of how far we got, bro. I'm proud of how far we got.
Yeah,
Thief is no comparison is the thief of joy. And Jackie, we're talking about 2 games. So the game that Addis did where he got the special armor is Portals. And we were talking about how your brother's really good at Elden Ring and Hado should take tips from him because Hado's having problems in Elden Ring.
I mean,
Yo.
I picked the samurai class. I don't know if that was a mistake or not. Too.
Nah, that's the exact class her brother uses. So we'll get you.
Real
I need
quick, to be
arrows.
facing that's a go to purchase, bro. This man purchased 3 different PS3 at separate times when Dark Souls came out. Elden Ring is a beautiful game.
Why?
I mean, listen, Dark Souls was a great game.
Were you a trader, or do you just wanted 3 different PS3s?
He wanted to play it on 3 different PS3s, man, at the
3
same
different
time.
monitors at the same time.
Yep, exactly.
Damn, wait, Jack. Wait, his name is Dreams. Damn, he has to go to that gamer tag, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
with
that's her.
2 Z's.
That's her bro's gamer
Yo,
tag.
This man is bringing back like the fucking Black Ops 2 era, like with the 2 Z's or like the double X in the front, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's dreams, sleeping, double Z's, you know.
I get it.
You know,
Okay.
Beef Baster reminds me. I did have 3. I think I had 3 copies of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 1. I had 3 different copies of it.
Yo, I was going through my ironically because I was helping my mom move yesterday. I forgot all my old games are at her crib. So I found my Black Ops 3 and I was like, oh shit, Clouds would be lit right now.
The best one.
Back when we used to buy like CDs, you know?
I was like, the argument I could start between Clouds and Hado over this title right here.
Black Ops 3 is not the best. You know
Best
what?
Call of Duty.
Yesterday I saw a podcast with Face Rain, where he was talking about like, you know, the whole situation with Face and like how he feels or whatever. And he gave the most goated answer as to why Black Ops 2 was the best Black Ops in history. All right, and he said that wasn't his favorite. He said his favorite was MW2, but that Black Ops 2 is the best one. The reason why is because it touched on every single community, bro. It made every single community of the game happy. The snipers were happy, the competitive side were happy, the public side was happy. Like everyone in that game, nobody had a single complaint about Black Ops 2. It literally made the entire COD community happy. So that's why it's the best game.
I'll be honest. Black Ops 2 is a great game. I would say arguably the best game. However, the most fun that I had playing a Call of Duty game was Black Ops 3. But objectively speaking, Black Ops 2 has everything, right? It literally had everything that you could ask for. So just go back to that.
Black Ops 2 was amazing.
If we're taking away the subjective side of it, right? Like our personal opinion as to why we like one game over the other one, Black Ops 2 was the most balanced Call of Duty of all time. Therefore, it was the best one. When it came to mechanics, when it came to the experience, when it came to weapon maps, everything about that game was just beautiful, bro.
Yep. True.
So
True that.
Bring it back, get rid of the hackers so I can play it again.
Oh, we can play XOCIETY now. We're good.
yeah. I'm happy with XOCIETY. Actually, speaking of XOCIETY, that's actually a great transition.
I've been playing this whole time, man.
Perfect. Well, let's get into some gaming news, and I wanted to start with XOCIETY actually because they're coming out with an update that I've been waiting for ever since they dropped season 1 because it's fucking absolutely needed, and that's the spider bob getting finally like nerfed and fixed.
Oh,
so
thank God.
What they're planning to implement basically is they're basically going to allow the players to be able to shoot the spider bot off themselves like you were able to by looking straight down and shooting. You're able to shoot it off your face, and that's a lot quicker than fucking trying to hit it when it's coming at you or like just waiting for it to die, like, you know, while it's shocking you or whatever the fuck it does. But dude, that's a major fix that's needed because that thing has been super annoying in season 1. They said they nerfed it by making the cooldown longer, but I don't see it, bro. I think it's even more buffed than it was before. Like that shit is annoying as fuck.
It's been a fucking pain, man. I was playing yesterday. I was like going on the illest kill streak. Then somebody just hit me with the spider. There was nothing I could fucking do about it. I was like, man.
Especially with a marksman rifle or a sniper. If you have one shot.
Oh yeah, you're fucked. You're fucked. And the sniper, bro. Listen, Mark Rubin, if you're hearing this somehow, please give the sniper some type of flinch when people are shooting at them, bro.
You don't have to do that. It's okay.
Listen, the sniper's ridiculous. Right. It kind of makes it not fun, or like, you know, what snipers were good at, which is still getting the kills with the flinch, you know?
Mark Rubin, you don't have to listen to Clouds. We disavow that statement.
Well, anyways, but do you guys know, you know what I found that it was really cool? Do you guys know that the whole ability to shoot the spider bot off your face was actually like not part of the game? It was actually like a bug, but it works
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it works. So Mark Rubin was talking about it. It works so well and it balanced it out so well that the team decided to keep it in as the temporary solution for the spider bot as they continue to develop the game and make more changes and balance things out. That's gonna be like the solution for now. But it wasn't part of the game. It was something that happened, and they kind of looked at it and they were like, that's kind of like pretty balanced, and they kept it.
I mean,
I love shit like that.
I mean, Melee was a whole accident. I like the accidental stuff that becomes meta and stays in the game. And like, this is a really weird game, honestly, because it's not an indie game, but they're treating it like indie in a way. Because typically, like AAA titles that spent, you know, a big budget, they don't give a fuck about people's opinions or community feedback. But it seems like they're listening to the community and, like, you know, letting the things happen that do happen. And I really do like that they're approaching this like kind of like from an indie perspective.
Listen, bro, I think Mark Rubin is one of the most active, like, executive producer, like executive dev that I've seen from a AAA company, you know, coming from like a company like Ubisoft and stuff like that. Like, to be that active like he is in the TL, just on Twitter alone, like, you know, because I don't really follow him on other socials, but just on Twitter alone, the guy is like literally always replying to, it doesn't matter what size account is commenting about XOCIETY, he's gonna most likely reply to it.
Yeah, that dude is goated. Like, changed, in my opinion, changing the game.
Yeah,
for like how people should conduct themselves when releasing a game.
Hey, Addis has a question for you, Clouds.
Yeah, he said English or Spanish. What do you mean? What do you mean?
It's a TikTok thing.
What's your main?
See, I'm a boomer when it comes to TikTok.
You didn't even have to you don't even have to be a boomer. You just TikTok. You either get it or you don't, man.
Listen, man, TikTok it's not for me. All right. All right.
But English or Spanish?
First one to move to is wait, what the fuck? Okay,
that's
I
another.
think this is on Hinge. All right, he's too happy. He got super rare. His super rare skin, and now he's like off in the clouds, like just talking nonsense. Huh? Hey, yo, what the fuck? Yo, but you know what's actually really
hell? Oh my God! No way!
That one is just obnoxious, bro. Like, what the fuck? Bro, we should do that. We should do that to somebody in like bus battle or something.
Yeah, we just love making games, so we made one. Oh, really? What the hell?
That would be fucking annoying as hell, dude.
What was your passion for this game? We don't have one. What the?
I mean, honestly, I would respect some of them more if they just said that.
Well, we don't have one.
They're being honest.
We don't have a passion for this game, and we just trying to get rich. All right, man.
Well, yeah. What if we had somebody that was brutally honest like that? Like, nah, listen, we don't have any passion. We're in this shit for the money, all right? Like, bring the green. Like, let's fucking go,
bro. Honestly, I'd fuck with it. I'm not gonna lie.
I've seen this show. We've seen this show before, and I'm gonna be honest. Like, I just want to make a quick buck. I'm here to, get some exposure.
Yeah.
And I hope you guys all play the game, and I'm in rug pool in like 3 months.
I want to endorse it, but I'd be like, all right, I respect it.
Bro, like saying you're gonna rug pool, and when it's gonna happen, it's just absolutely.
Apparently, you move first.
I am gay.
You are gay.
I am gay. I am paying the tax. I am paying the gas fee, I guess.
Why are you gay?
Yo, what is
Who
gas
says
now?
I'm gay?
What's the gas now?
You are gay.
Let me know what I'm paying for, bro. I may be agreeing to pay like 300 gas fee over here. Like I don't want to pay that. But anyways,
there's no gas fees on XRP.
Yo, real quick before we move away from XFI, though, do you guys knew that it also attracted like 11 million players?
Yes, yeah.
That shit is crazy, dude.
That's why when everybody's trying to say that the shit is dead, I'm like, are you fucking crazy, bro?
Yeah, I don't think it's dead, bro. I think it's just attracted a big crowd of hyper casual players. And people are looking at it as it from like a esports perspective. You get me? Yeah. And also, you know what I love, bro? It's brought over. You know why there's so much hate in XDefiant? Here's the truth, bro. The reason there's so much hate in XDefiant is because it doesn't have skill-based matchmaking. And people are just shit at it. You get me? So the moment that people see that they're shit at it and they're getting shitted on by somebody that's good on a lobby, they're over here in the TL fucking crying and shit, And they've just been brainwashed by fucking skill-based matchmaking, bro. So now that they don't have that in the game, it's like they're getting fucking shitted on by us,
It's the GGMM, the get good matchmaking, bitch. Let's go.
That's right. Get good or get out, bro.
Yep.
That is hilarious.
All right, yeah, but let's move on to some other news. On other news, we have Meiji, or my angry Yakuza girlfriend, signing with or partnering with Psy. Missy,
we out here doing free agency announcements.
Meiji has
Psy.
Is
that how you pronounce that?
Blockchain.
AI. Yeah,
I thought you meant like the Gangnam Style guy.
You said it right. You said it right, Klaus.
Yeah,
but you know, Psy is like the artist that make Gangnam Style.
Oh, trust me, I know all about Psy.
That's PSY, bro.
Yeah, his name is Psy.
We're talking about XAI, all right? Like AI, but with X combined.
Whoa.
Like Kai, but
Gangnam Style.
Gangnam Style.
Oh shit. Hey, so now I got this shit stuck in my head. Fuck.
In Austin, Texas, at the University of Texas, they actually said open condom style. Like that. I'm not even joking. They used to say that.
Of course. They're from Texas.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, man. Zai, for those of you that don't know what Zai is, it is an Arbitrum L2. or L3, one of those. I always forget which L's all these companies are, but they're building on top of Arbitrum, and they have some interesting plans. If Meiji, for those of you who also don't know, Sinjin David Jung is the founder, CEO, and game dev of Meiji, and if Meiji is signing up with Zai, it definitely makes me a lot more bullish on a ecosystem like Zai, because I don't know, Sinjin just doesn't sell out for a bag or anything like that. Like, there must be something that in there that makes him really excited or really bullish on the blockchain for him to get involved. So, they originally started off on ETH. He always said that he would stay on ETH until somebody genuinely approached him with something that made sense for the game. So that's obviously happened. Did not see this coming, though, like, at all. This was the randomest fucking thing ever. So pretty cool.
Yeah, man. And one of the things that I'm liking, I was reading up the article in games that GG, and like, it's pretty cool. They're planning to do like kind of like I guess like a marketing approach to attract more like female competitive players, which I think is a pretty cool approach. And also like they're what's it called? They want to do like an open playtest session for like a long time. I think they're gonna keep it open for like 2 months or some shit like that, which is pretty cool, because that's like one of the parts that I feel like is hard in Web3, right? Is the accessibility to game and leaving them open for like a long periods of time. And that's what's needed, bro. Because if, we talk about it all the time, right? Like, we're in a crucial part of the space where content creators need to work with teams really closely, right? To like bring this fandom and start building communities across different ecosystems, right? The only way we can do our jobs as content creators is if we have the product, right? So I know it's hard in the developing process, to do it, but we need these games to be accessible, man. We need them to be available for us to play it. We need to, we need the products to be there for us to create content. So,
yep, and people don't understand how big of a problem that is when you're a content creator.
Yeah,
literally half our time is spent just trying to find games that are.
That's true. True that. Like most of our time, actually. Oh man.
Yeah, man.
I think it's a great move. I love the accessibility angle that you took. Like, it's very important to have accessibility. It looks like this blockchain is focused on gaming, so that's really dope. It kind of feels a little like games or like blockchains that are built for gaming are like the new Xbox and PlayStation. Like, they're trying to be, at least. So that makes me excited to see, like, from the ground up, it's built for gaming, because that could stand out for sure, especially if they like lower the barriers of entry and kind of remove the tech babble that is wallet addresses and signing transactions, all that shit. That's very mundane, and gamers are already lazy as it is. Asking them to log in with their email is already tough. Like, I honestly understand that, but
I honestly think we're gonna end up like it seems like blockchains are becoming so easy to spin up that the one thing that does concern me about stuff like this is not necessarily in regards to Zai and Meiji, but just the space in general. It's like, AVAX helps you be able to launch your own L1 now. Like, so many people are just like spinning up blockchains that it's like not special anymore.
Yeah.
I just think every game is going to end up with their own blockchain, to be honest.
Well, I think every game should want that in the first place, but I also think that whatever blockchain or game like kind of makes it feel like you're playing PlayStation, where you don't have to do too much to play the game, but there's a blockchain side of it, like a component that's a little bit of a learning curve, rather than like the entire thing is the learning curve. I think that's what's going to win out in the end, because I see that people that are lazy already. I can't stress this enough. Gamers are fucking lazy.
I see the blockchain being more of like the back end tools of these games, right? And all of these games falling more in line with like launchers and being on launchers, right? So like going for like Epic partnerships, going for Steam's partnerships, or like aligning themselves with more like Web3 friendly launchers like Hyperplay and like Elixir, right? But I feel like accessibility wise, that's the easiest way, and that's what gamers nowadays are used to, right? Like, most gamers nowadays are playing either in the Epic Store, in Steam. If they have an Xbox, they're playing in the Game Pass, right? Or they're using the Microsoft stores to get their games, or they're not like not many people go to GameStop anymore. They're like buying the hard disk or any of that stuff in console,
Yeah.
right? So like people are becoming more used to, and eventually like there's this other argument that people are bringing up of like consoles disappearing eventually, right? And like this whole thing becoming basically aiming towards like being either mobile or PC gamers and having like obviously cross play platforms and stuff like that. But I see most games ending in some type of launcher, some type of like launcher, whether it's Web3 or not, we'll see. But the blockchain perspective, I see that being more of like the back end tools of the people that really want to dive deep into the Web3 side of things and the ownership side of things, right? Those are the people that are going to dive into like the whole blockchain side of things. So that's my
Agreed.
opinion on that. I think that most games are going to end up in a launcher.
Yeah, I mean that's probably the easiest way. And then the thing too is like, even with that, you still have to do some logging in on the launchers in Web 2. So I think it's just like making the steps, like minimizing the steps to play your game in Web 3. And then another thing I want to stress, and I don't know if this is like an Epic issue or I know it's a Steam issue because Steam doesn't allow this, but in-game blockchain shit. Like if I want to incubate my egg in a Rory project, I don't want to go to some fucking browser. I want to do it in game or make the browser appear in game. I hate the fact when games are putting me from game screen to fucking Google Chrome.
Yeah.
Like it's so stupid. I hate it.
Yeah, I mean, transactions are a big thing, right? Like that's a big lack in the traditional gaming world, and I think that's where Web3 can shine. But like at the same time, bro, people are really lazy, bro. Like I remember like back in like 2020, early 2021, right? Like when Web3 was really like popular and like kind of fresh and like new to people, right? And everybody was talking about the big idea being like, bro, imagine when you log in into Google Chrome and instead of website saying like log in with your Gmail, it says log in with your MetaMask or log in with your Phantom wallet or log in with this and that, right? And now people are saying like, nah, wallets are too complicated. You get me? Like at the end of the day, bro, it comes down to the fact that you're never going to be able to make the mass of people happy, right? You just got to find products that work and that are efficient and sustainable, right? So as long as Web3 products end in that route, it doesn't really matter what type of login you have to do because people are going to do it if the product is good. You get me? Like, guess what? I log into my Alexa app all the time. It's fucking annoying as hell when I disconnect and I have to like reset it through the app and shit like that. But guess what? I use my Alexa every single day, so I'm gonna fucking do it. I don't give a fuck how annoying it is. You get me? Because I want to use it. So that's where we need to align Web3 products. We need to get to that level.
Let me draw a parallel. Nintendo came out with a Nintendo app to coexist with your Nintendo Online experience. And people were like, oh, it's cool because you could like make a little message board thing. You could like have people post or whatever. But then they took it a step further and said, we're adding voice chat to the Nintendo Switch. But the catch is you have to download the app and use a phone. And people hated that because you not only do you have the competitors have the functionality built in, but like none of the nobody used that shit. Everybody was like, we're using Discord, or I'm gonna call you on Snapchat or FaceTime. Like I've been on FaceTime playing Smash. Nobody uses the Nintendo app. And so to me, that's a good parallel to draw a comparison to what we're seeing here with these Web3 wallets, or like how it is right now, where you kind of have to go out of the game to do things in game. So I just like, please learn from the history and consider putting all this stuff back into the game. Fuck Steam. They don't want it. Don't run on Steam then. Or maybe you can run the Steam version and people will suffer with clicking the shit out of Link. But
I think that's an issue that goes across everywhere, man. Like, cause PC players have that issue, right? Like usually when you click in the in-game store or something, it takes you to the browser and you have to do a transaction there, right? But like console players, it's the same thing. When you like, if you clicked on a DLC pack inside Call of Duty, it would redirect you out of the game into the Microsoft Store for you to download that DLC pack, so you can no longer be inside the game. You have to leave the game regardless. So like, I think that's just an issue overall in traditional gaming. And there are solutions, in my opinion, that make transactions way easier in game. You get me? But
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like the world's not perfect yet. Shady Shiba is saying like try checking out Society on Hyperplay. My antivirus blocked their launch executable.
Ooh.
Along those lines, Hyperplay having a built-in MetaMask extension to log into gives me serious security red flags. Listen, man, yeah, like I said, like this Web3 friendly launchers, they're not perfect yet. And you don't have to use them. Most of the games in Hyperplace are already in Epic. And I do know you don't have to use the MetaMask to log into Hyperplay. You can just use your Gmail. But it is annoying that every time you open up the platform, the first thing you see is the MetaMask login thing. You get me?
It's
And
it's
if
kind of
MetaMask,
funny.
if it has an update or some shit like that, you have to log into your MetaMask and sign for that update to happen. Those type of UX are kind of annoying. You get me? Like they need to
Yeah.
fix that type of stuff. But I do like the fact that their launcher, like their home screen, kind of pushes more Web3 games than it does traditional games. And that's kind of like something that's lacking in launchers like Epic and Steam, where when you go into their main page, like their dashboard, you don't see a Web3 game in there, man. Maybe Nyan now is on top of I think it's like I'm on the top 10 most wishlist games in I think it's in Epic, right? Yeah, in
Epic.
Epic.
Yep.
So that's what it takes to like be up there, but they're not even pushing it out like in the main dashboard or anything like that. So I think that's something that's lacking there.
I
I
do
would
think.
say I
Oh,
would
go
say
ahead.
before we get off the topic of security with Shady Shiba, I would say in any case, Shady Shiba, when it comes to these games, these launchers, it is more time consuming, but I have a dedicated wallet for each fucking game and launcher because there's no way I'm gonna put anything with money attached to a hyperplay platform. That's just me, and
Smart.
that's no offense to hyperplay. It's just I work hard for my shit,
I think if you did
Um,
any DeFi, you're used to having at least like 10 burner wallets just at beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I do. Anytime I get assets from an ecosystem or a game, it has a dedicated wallet. I make sure that I take care of my shit because you can definitely not risk your assets in this industry in any way.
And I think that message needs to keep continuously be repeated from people like us in this industry to let people know, like, hey, this is the reason why we value like the self custody model versus like non self custody, because we have more control over the funds, the finances, also like all that stuff. But also, it's like more securing your own wallet type shit, right? But at the same time, I will say this: there are a lot of people that don't care, that don't want to do that stuff, but still want to get involved. And there's a market for you guys. You're going to pay a price. You're going to have to pay a price to have someone secure it like a bank. And I think there needs to be more infrastructure built for those people, because those are a lot of people that are going to add value to this ecosystem or crypto world that we live in, that don't want to take the responsibility of owning their own shit. So like I get it. Like people that want to do that, they have the tools. You have to understand and educate yourself on how to do it. And I think we need to continue to put that message out in different various ways, right? Like it could be just an ongoing message to the public. But at the same time, I just don't buy the general public who doesn't really care about like their path in life or whatever is going to care about this deeply. And so whoever comes out with a product that is going to solve all this. And by the way, it's going to create jobs too, because you're going to have like, you could have like a robot like answer questions, but you're going to talk to a real human if you know what the fuck you're doing, right? And it could save a lot of pain points where people are sending things to wrong wallets and stuff like that. And I know Cloud's going to say education. And I agree with you, but I still think there's a huge value prop to build something for people that don't want to learn all that stuff.
No, I mean, listen, like at the end of the day, bro, like it's like any industry. It does boil down to education, right? Because the education side of it is like how much you as an individual are willing to learn on how to utilize the tools that are being built in this industry, how to take advantage of those tools and how to make it work for yourself, right? Like at the end of the day, when it comes to gaming in particular, all this developers need to do is develop a good game that can like hyper casual players can play it, right? Like people that, like you're saying, that don't care about this type of stuff, they don't care about being involved in the true ownership side of things, right? Like learning how to deal with all of that, right? those people can still have a product that they enjoy, right? They have a good game that they can grind and play. And then there's going to be the group of people, the educated group, right, that have put the time and effort into learning those tools and learning what those products really are, right, and take advantage of that ownership. And those group of people may have major wins and major gains from that, right? Now, like any other industry, there's going to be the group that wins and group that loses, right? Like, as long as you educate yourself and you know what you're doing, bro, you're gonna find success in that path, right? Like, it's like the same thing with real estate, for example, right? Like, not everybody knows all the tricks and little things that you can do in real estate to get major wins, right? But majority of the people end up buying a house. They just end up buying a house with like a high interest rate, or like, I didn't have any down payment, so I just did the first time home buyer type of stuff, right? So like, that's the trap, right? Like, that's what the government wants you to do. But there's that 1% that knows all the little tricks, and they make fucking millions of money doing all this trick that the other people don't know. And the reason that the other people don't know is not because this information is not available. It's because they don't put the effort and the time it would take to find this information and learn it and how to apply it, right? That's how I view Web3, bro. It's a new ecosystem that's being built. So if it's new and we're saying how great it is, why wouldn't you want to learn the things that you need to do in here to be successful? You get me? That's what's crazy to me about the space, is that, and back in the day, like, when I say back in the day, I mean like really like 2 years ago, right? Like, when threats were a big thing, right, in the space, everybody was talking about like attention economy, right? Like attention spam, like people are losing the attention spam. So we need to make everything like 30 seconds. We need to make everything like less than a minute to get the attention and the engagement that we're looking for. And I saw that, I'm like, bro, how can you teach somebody about this space in a minute?
Yeah. No,
that's
for
gonna lead to disaster, in my opinion. You get what I'm saying?
But I do have an answer for you, though.
Well, I was gonna say and this is my final point on this. I was gonna say there's definitely a way to use short content as a way to funnel people into where the real content is, right? Where the real educational content is, if you're really trying to explain crypto and all this type of stuff, But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the answer that a lot of people will give you as to why they still won't listen to the 30-minute, the 5-minute, whatever, it's trust. And so we live on a system of trust, right? Even though we don't really trust the banks, people do trust the banks with money. Everybody has a bank, right? And the way I think about it is like self-custody versus non-self-custody is like, I trust myself to not lose this money versus I trust other people to hold my money on behalf of myself, which costs money, right? And so I think a lot of people are just like not willing to trust information because, for one thing, a lot of strangers are putting stuff on the internet, and you can catch some strays too. Like, you might have some good information and some bad information and catch some strays as a new user, right? And I would argue that's like the growing pains of this space because it's not regulated. Like, there's a lot of gray area and stuff. But I think the reason why a lot of people will not go into what you're saying is because they don't trust a stranger.
I think it's a couple of things. I think it's one, lack of like having the willpower that it takes to step outside of your comfort zone.
That's
right.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
two, definitely what you're talking about, right? Like, trustability is definitely a big factor. But I think the biggest factor of all when it comes to this type of spaces and like, anything, bro, even if you're going to the stock market, if you're going into investment in real estate, whatever you're doing, it's risk management. And that's the important part. Anybody can get involved in this space. You just need to do it at the capacity that your risk management allows you to do it. The moment you step into the gambling side and you're like, fuck it, I'm putting my house into this because I believe in it that strong, but there's really no proof that's going to guarantee that I'm going to win from this. But I believe in it in that strong that I'm willing to bet more than I can risk to make a bigger W. That's the moment you fuck up. You get me? The moment you step outside of your risk management, that's the moment you fuck up, because now you're dealing on emotion and what you're thinking is going to happen in speculation rather than just listening to your risk management and your numbers and playing with the numbers of what you can afford to lose. You get me? So I don't know, man. There's a lot that goes into why people don't take the extra step or the risk, because at the end of the day, we're building a brand that's Web3 native. We're taking a lot of risk. You get me? A lot of risk. We've put a lot into this. We've put a lot of we sacrificed a lot of time into this. You get me? So
we're built different.
But we also have great risk management. You get me?
Yeah.
And we have a plan for our company. So I don't know. That's just my opinion on the matter.
Yeah, and I think the other thing too is like since there's so much different information, it's like not coming from university. It's not something you grew up with. We all grew up with banks. We all grew up with all this stuff, right?
YouTube is the greatest university nowadays.
I agree. No, I'm not disagreeing with you at all. By the way, like I agree with all your points.
No, I'm just saying, like that's
Yeah.
I'm in education, and that's somebody that's like in the educational field. You get me? I would
Like,
rather learn from YouTube than I would from a college.
As a person who has like graduated from YouTube University several times, I agree with you. I'm just saying the average Joe is not. The average Joe does not care or care to care. That doesn't make sense. They don't have the ability to care like we do. That didn't make any sense. I don't know why I said that.
They don't care to care.
They don't care to care. They just don't, right? Because like they have their life set on different priorities and stuff. We prioritize things because we see opportunity, we're seizing it, and we're trying to be people that let people come in here and be like, hey, this is how it should be done. You should set up your own self-custody wallet, because if the bank shuts down, what happens to your money, right? If somebody is custodying your assets for you and they go missing, so do your assets, right? So like there are dangers to that, but like the status quo still, I'll tell you this right now. I had a conversation with my stepfather like 10 years ago. I asked him, why do we need banks? And he's like, what do you mean? That's where we store our money. I'm like, but why can't we just store money like at our house? Like, why can't we store money any place else? Why can't we store it in assets? He's like, well, you can. I'm like, so why not just store it in assets? Why trust a bank to have your money? Like, who says the bank is going to survive forever? And then you fast forward to like a couple of years ago, banks are like collapsing left and right. So like I was right in the end. Like banks can be insolvent and can run. You must run on your money on the bank sometimes, because the fear happens and it's like, well, if I don't pull out my money, the bank will just dissolve it and I have no money. And so like I think the arguments, or not arguments, but the way that people look at this space is like, it's just too much work, or it's just too confusing. And it's like, those are excuses. Stop making excuses and learn how to do it. But for those who don't want to learn how to do it, I think there's going to be a very great product for you, and you're going to pay a hefty price for it.
Yeah, man. I mean, well, I don't even want to get into the bank situation.
New fear unlocked.
Yeah, that's a whole nother fucking.
They are boomer excuses. And the thing is, like when anyone says, "Oh, I can't do it because XYZ," if it's not calculus, you can do it, bro. Get the fuck out of here. It's not calculus. Come on.
Even calculus, bro. They sell calculators for that.
Yeah, calculus is easy, man.
Yeah, hit up ChatGPT. He'll tell me the answer.
Yeah, man. That was ChatGPT. You can do anything now, man. Upgrade to ChatGPT 4 is worth it, But anyways, moving on to the other news. Somebody else that's building on Psy, Yaku Corp announcing their PvP component into their game, and with that, they're carrying the PvP competition tournament of the Kami. Are you guys excited for that, man? Because we've been waiting for that one. We've been waiting for PvP coming to Jakku, and now they have it. So it's basically like their TDM side of things, almost.
I mean, yes, I'm happy that they're doing something. I don't know, man. We didn't get to play it yet. I don't know if you did, but I was told we were going to play it. We never did. So I'm still waiting on that. But I think that like it's good to have games with content or events. My only concern is when the event's gone, are people going to still play? Like that's how it always goes. People go from one to the next and the next and the next. So like, is the game loop going to stick around after? Like in my opinion, events should launch something, right? It shouldn't just be an event and then that's it. It should launch something like a 9 Heroes tournament. We're not talking about 9, but I just say 9 Heroes tournament. And now the game is live. Oh, no way. I can play the game. I won money or I didn't win money, but I can still play it afterwards. It should launch something, right? So if this event launches something and makes, more content.
No, it's launching their free-for-all mode.
Right.
Okay, well, yeah, W.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little confused, man, because like I thought that we're gonna do a TDM, and then now I'm hearing like free-for-all. Not that I mind. I'm just like, what's the plan? With that said, I'm excited to try it out. I do think, and we were told that we were going to play the TDM months ago. Now we're playing a free-for-all. So I'm kind of just I'm a little confused, but I'm excited to see progress.
I am confused about that. I thought it was a TDM too.
Any progress is good, but
Yeah, man. I
I
mean,
don't
listen,
know.
I'm excited to try it. Like at the end of the day, Jakku Corp is like I said, it's a metaverse, right? So we all know how metaverse work. They're there's things that they're building that are being integrated slowly into the into this huge world that they have. Like they have like
Yep.
that whole boat thing that they did where you can drive your like boat around like in GTA. Now they have free for all for a while. We were all excited for TDM. Hopefully that still comes out sometime soon. And like it's hard, man. Like I feel like to answer your question, how to like with the event things, I feel like that actually is a benefit to metaverses in particular, because I feel like the hardest part of the metaverse is that it is the space is available. You get me? You can go explore the metaverse all you want, but the content in it is what's lacking most of the time, right? So like if you go inside this metaverse and nobody else is in there, right? Or like only a few people are in there roaming around, but there's not really anything going on much inside the world, like as far as like like an event going on or like a lot of like a massive group of people playing at the same time, like it can feel pretty empty at times. So like having this type of events and like this type of like tournaments and stuff like that happen often as the developing cycle continues, I think it's kind of helpful for metaverses because that's what they're for. The metaverses they literally assist to like do social interaction, social entertainment, social engagement, in my opinion. I'm on building upon them obviously, but I think hopefully they have a good event with this one.
Every metaverse known to mankind in Web3 needs to stop what they're doing and take notes from VR chat. I'm gonna say it one more time. Every metaverse in Web3, you need to stop what you're doing and take notes from VR chat. If you go to VR chat,
what is VR chat doing? Because I've never played that game.
They have weekly, monthly events that they plan out way ahead, right? And this is a metaverse that's been running. Shit, how long have they been out? Like 2017?
Yeah, I was gonna say since like
2016,
like even older than that, maybe, man.
Probably, but they've always run events, right? And the thing is, with metaverses, the whole idea behind a metaverse is the real world sucks. Let's make a metaverse and make life better, right?
Yeah.
You need to put life into that life. So everybody on staff got to be there, but not appear like on staff, but really low key, like we're undercover staff, right? Invite your friends, invite your family, make it like feel like a real event, right? That's what metaverses are lacking. And it's like, yeah, they're lacking content as well, but VR chat has a starting point, right? Like you have like a bunch of different worlds that they made, and then people expanded upon that. There's this thing called Udon, and Udon was a new game engine within VR chat, so you could do more things. You could interact.
Honestly, I just think overall VR in Web3 is just missing the ability for, like, I don't know. I feel like everyone in Web3 gaming has a BD guy or a partnerships guy that's like trying to create partnerships out of nothing. No offense to most of these people. Like, let's partner up. How? Well, our game comes out in 7 months. Cool. So what can we do in the meantime? I don't know. Support, retweet. That'd be nice.
Said how?
Okay. But then what? Like, what kind of collab? You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys know how the fucking conversations go.
Yeah.
A metaverse actually has some shit to bring to the table, right? It's like, well, we have this space. You can come in. You can do something. We can have some fun. We could do this event. We could do that event. They could do games, communities. Like, there's enough metaverses that are, in my opinion, like, fully built out enough for them to be doing this, and they're just not for whatever reason. So, like, I don't know. Maybe they need like partnerships, or maybe the partnership guys from Web3 gaming that are always trying to do partnerships in BD with literally nothing should go to the metaverse space and actually have something to do partnerships in BD with.
I mean, have a special guest show up. Like I don't know, like I don't think that they think these things through. Like, let's build a metaverse. We're gonna put a bunch of random stuff in it, and that's it. Or we're gonna build a metaverse. You build it. Like,
yeah.
Like VR chat wasn't built. I like to use VR chat as an example because it still exists. It works. Like it's been a thriving ecosystem.
I mean, my family plays that shit every day. So I mean, I know I hear about it all the time. Like,
Yeah, and you don't
And-
have to play. You don't have to be on VR to play it too, right? Like there's
Nope.
VR
Yeah,
and desktop.
you can play it on PC. Yeah.
Yeah, and so all these different worlds that they make in VR chat, like they do have like the same funneling in, funneling out, but there are like a few set dedicated worlds that have number of folks because when they first launch, they have some events. And they also have like historical pictures on the wall and shit. It makes it feel like something happened, like there's some culture there.
Yeah.
And the
you have-
culture's kind of weird, right? It's a fucking weird culture, but at least there's a culture, bro. Like,
But
there's
you have to
something
build
going.
that, bro. You have to build that fandom and culture because with games like that or like spaces like that, like metaverses and stuff like that, right? Like you need that culture and fandom to then allow people to build upon that metaverse. You get me? And continue building experiences on their own, like kind of like Roblox, right? Like Roblox started, but Roblox had a shit ton of content integrated in it before people were building inside Roblox. You get me?
Yep.
And then it became, and Roblox has a weird ass culture. You get me? Like pedophile type of fucking shit borderline. You get me? Like, yeah, like, so you get me? Like, but they still fucking building on it, and it's still one of the most massive like servers, like type of games, you know, metaverse type of games around to this day. You know, same thing with Minecraft. Minecraft had a shit ton of content in it before people went in there and shit like did amazing things with that game. You get me? So
we even had a
like,
Web3 Minecraft for a little while before they shut it down.
I mean, yeah, like
It's called NFT Worlds.
Minecraft doesn't play, bro.
Addis asked, "What would my VR shit?" Let's just ask everybody, like, what would your VR character look like, Clouds?
Like the dude from GTA, the really angry guy.
Oh, I got you.
Oh, the GTA 5, Michael.
Yeah. No, not Michael. The other dude, the dude that's like half bull, and he's like really angry all the time.
Trevor.
Trevor. Yeah, Trevor. That's what it would look like. It would look like Trevor from
this
GTA.
fucking guy, man.
What about you, Mizzy?
I'm uploading mine, so give me a second.
Oh,
You're uploading yours? What the fuck?
so
Yeah.
in VR chat, while he's doing that, I was always Kakashi, from Naruto, and then I found a black Kakashi because some kid bullied me one time. He's like, "You're black, you're playing a white character. What the fuck?" So I played
How
black
dare you.
Kakashi for a little while. But yeah, I was always Kakashi. I also had Inuyasha. There was a banana that I used to run around as. Just stupid shit.
Funny.
Yeah.
A banana?
Yeah, like there's a banana that you
Like
can,
a
run
Fortnite
around
banana?
as. No, it's just I don't know where the banana
Oh,
came from.
okay.
Someone just like made a 3D render of a
Like
banana.
the Fortnite banana, dude.
You could like move your body in VR, and the banana would just shake, and like his little flaps would go like that.
Got it.
Like I said, VR chat's a very weird community, but like it still has a community. Oh, okay.
Oh, there you have it.
That's what I would use in VR chat.
That's what Missy will be. There you
Honestly, Mizzy, business idea
Yeah.
for you personally.
Yeah.
If you can find a way to render this shit and make an avatar world and sell these avies, you can make some money on that shit. Just saying.
go. This looking like he
Yes,
belongs
sir.
to Dragon Ball Z over there, man. Look at him.
Yes, sir. You know, this is one of the Mizzy's forms. So
People
That's
will
why I would-
pay.
rocking VR chat.
That's Super Saiyan 5, Missy.
People will
already
pay
knows.
US. People will pay you dollars for renders of characters that they want to see. Because like you can do your like little upload customized thing, but like if you do it, like the thing is with yours, you have like a smoke effect, right? So if you knew how to
Yeah.
render the smoke effect, that would be like part of the package, and you could sell that shit as an asset. Like people, there's actually like markets for that, just like Roblox. Like there's a market for
He's
everything.
over 9,000.
Okay,
Yo, you guys
okay.
remember?
I
You
have to
guys
look
remember?
into. I have to look into it. You got any links? I'll check it out.
Speaking of Roblox, you guys remember
Gotcha.
when Kobe did that Catalyst shirt inside Roblox?
Yeah,
Like,
I remember
with
that
the
shit.
AI logo. That show was funny.
Yeah.
All right, yo, before we move to the last topic here for today, we have Shady Shiba saying, if you're building a metaverse, it should be mandatory that you have all your meetings inside VR chat with custom avatars.
No, I mean,
That was
all
funny
jokes
as fuck.
aside, I do think that metaverses could take some notes from that metaverse specifically because it works and it's very full. Horizon World, or is it Horizon World? Whatever Meta made, don't look at that one because that's dog shit. Look at VR chat for real.
Yep.
Oh shit, that's funny. All right. Oh, moving on to the final topic here. Society reveals pop abstraction spotlights test an event. Society is one of those games that's like a shooter, extraction, PvE, PvP shooter. The best I could describe it, it looks like Destiny with weird alien people. All right. And then they just recently raised 7.5 millions in their pre-series A funding, and they have basically an 8-day tournament coming up that is sponsoring 2 million NTX tokens and exclusive rewards.
That's a
Have you
weird number
guys
of days. 8 days.
what 8 days? Yeah, I know it is really weird.
I
It's
mean,
like,
that's prosperity, baby. Prosperity.
I
That's a
do
weird
believe
extra day.
I do believe that's the biggest playtest they've done, like the longest playtest they've done. They usually only open up for the weekend. I believe 8 days is one of their biggest playtests that they've done.
Yo, Shady
That's gonna
Sheba, shout outs to you for that S4 League call. I don't know who did it last time, but
It was
whatever.
Shady Shiba, yeah.
Was it? Yeah, I love
Yep.
the S4 League. I miss that game so much.
Bro, yeah. Society was fun. Like I love the like the raid ones, like the PvE side of things, like the one that you go and do the raid with your friends or whatever. The PvP side, like the TDM, it needs some work. Like the maps are too short in my opinion. The map needs to be bigger. Weapons need some balancing, all that type of stuff. So I'm excited to try it out with their upcoming build.
I'm gonna throw the video on screen. There's a part in here where it looks like Fall Guys for a second. Check this out. Where is it? They're right here. They're on like platforms and falling and shit.
You know what that
Fall
looks
Guys
like?
to me.
That looks like maybe like the floor is lava, like Minecraft. You remember that, like TNT Run?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's probably where Fall Guys got it, because like you would just jump on different blocks and you fall down. It's like
That
the
looked like a
blocks
pudgy
disappear.
penguin. That looked like a pudgy penguin skin.
Yeah, for real.
That would be cool if they had some type of.
I've
partnership.
never tried Society, to be honest. When they did their last playtest, for some reason the game wouldn't work for me. Reached out to the team, tried a million fucking things. So I'm really looking forward to finally being able to try it this time and giving my official thoughts on it. We had them on Boss Battle, man, and it was a really good episode. Like I enjoyed talking to their community manager over there. That guy was fucking goated.
Oh, we did.
Yeah. No, they're like a really fun game, man. Like I'm saying, like they're actually really well optimized as well. I just think when it comes to the PvP side, they could definitely do a little bit more balancing. But just to go over some of the rewards that they're bringing into this tournament, they're giving 2 million in NTX tokens, $20,000 in League of Kingdom NFTs, 15,000 SUI tokens, and 10,000 GDX tokens, all in this tournament. So lots of rewards for anybody that's making that tournament and participating in it. So if you guys if that's one of you guys, good luck to you guys. I mean, I hope you win. I'm probably not gonna participate in the tournament, but I'm definitely gonna be playing it.
Yeah, I'm more about just trying it out, playing it, getting my, because it's a mix of the two genres that I think our squad fucks with the most, right? Shooter, and it's not an FPS, but it's a shooter, and MMORPG. So it's always had my my attention for that reason.
Clouds,
Yes,
quick
sir.
question since you played it.
Yeah.
Did you notice any like hackers or cheaters at all?
No, not in the early playtest. I'm sure it's gonna have his hands full of that though.
Yeah.
Like I said, the game did feel pretty broken when it came to the TDM side of things, just because of the way the maps are and like how easy it's like anti-gravity jump. So like you travel pretty far when you jump, and how easy it is to get into a spawn trap situation. So
Ooh.
aside from that, like I didn't notice any like hackers or anything like that in the game.
Wait, so you're telling me that you can just log in for 8 days and you'll get part of the 15,000 SUI airdrop?
I'm guessing that's how it works.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Well, then that's easy money.
Web3 gaming.
So it's
Hey.
essentially a play to airdrop campaign.
I mean,
They're going in
in
it as a tournament.
Web3 gaming, motherfuckers get paid for effort, not even for skill.
Yeah, I agree with
Pretty
Shady
mu-
Shiba.
pretty
I agree,
much.
I agree with Shady Shiba. As soon as that airdrop campaign goes live, those hackers are fast at getting those programs running. Exactly.
That's how it goes, man. They're fast at that. for
As
sure.
soon as there's money in both, bro. I remember Dead Drop, dude. When Dead Drop first came out, like, dude, as soon as they were doing like a tournament, like type of style, like when they were giving out some money rewards, they came. Dude, I was like one of the first people that got hacked on that game Like a dude was shot me through the wall, like he was inside the wall, and he sniped the shit out of me.
I mean, I guess Moist Critical was right. If you put money on the line, people are going to cheat even harder. So
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
That's why people should invest in anti-cheat software. That's actually good.
in my opinion, that should be like the biggest thing that blockchain solves. And I don't understand why it never comes up. Like,
We do have one of the biggest solutions for it. Like we have
Yeah.
some of the strongest solutions for it because we can ban people's IP a lot easier.
I'll tell you
Then-
why it doesn't come up.
Why?
Because they already
Say
made
it.
the money. They don't give a fuck. That's why. You need to onboard more. So
Hey, it only
what
took
happened.
it only took Call of Duty like 10 years before they activated the anti-fucking cheat system. So it's all
Bro,
good.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. We have seen a lot of people in this space go from content creator to employee. We need more of that because what will happen is people will actually give a damn about the cheating.
Yeah, I
That's
agree
when
with
people will
Shady.
care.
I agree with Shady. When EA and Activision Blizzard can't stop hackers, but we expect Web3 companies to do it.
Listen,
Well,
all
we
I'm
want them
saying,
to care. We want them to care.
all I'm saying, Shady Shiba, is I agree. I don't expect the Web3 games themselves to solve it. However, when we're always talking about blockchain tech, blockchain this, blockchain that, like maybe instead of seeing, I don't know, the billionth fucking blockchain or the billionth marketing agency or whatever the fuck it is in this industry, it wouldn't be bad to see someone say, hey, we are solely focused on anti-cheating. And
Yeah.
like, this is what we're all about. Sure, it's not the most lucrative thing now, but in 3 to 5 years to 10 years, it fucking will be. Like, whoever decides to double down on that is going to print like no tomorrow.
Now
Yep.
listen, that's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
Nothing about that, man. What should know about that? But listen, guys, let's give our closing thoughts, man. We are coming here in the 2 hour. So let's close this show out. It's been a great episode, but let's do our rounds of closing thoughts. I'm gonna throw it to Hado first.
Yeah, Mizkif, get good at Smash. I won't. I will beat you in any setting. Your house, my house, the pinballs place again. GG's. Thank you for the free year subscription to Ironforge. I'll be cashing that in right after this podcast. And yeah, Astronaut is coming back this week, guys. Stay tuned for Wednesday. You'll find out what the game is on Wednesday.
Ooh, I'm excited. I'm excited, guys. Make sure you guys tune in for that. Missy, what's up, brother?
Oh, man. Shady Shiba, real quick. Yeah, I agree. Like, I don't agree. Fuck listing fees. Fuck listing. I think that the future of Web3 gaming does not have anything to do with exchanges. Personally.
Facts.
Like, let's make sure the token's usable before we get them listed.
Facts.
And this isn't me talking to you directly. I know every game that comes to market in this industry is thinking, how do we get listed on this exchange? Let's make sure we put tokens aside. I always advise against that because I think it's dumb. It doesn't contribute to a gamer economy in any way. Especially considering most of these centralized exchanges have bots and they push your price down in the long run most of the time. Decentralized currency is always the way to go, in my opinion. Where
Fact.
if the exchange wants a token, they'll market buy it on Uniswap. I've seen it happen in memes millions of times. Well, not millions of times, but a couple dozen times, And my bag's pumped. And yes, I did dump on the centralized exchanges. So fuck that. But
Bro, I love how you crossed out the word. I love how you crossed out the word. Like, what the fuck?
I am, I'm grateful to be back with the homies. I can't wait to create all the content that we're doing. I'm going to be dropping a Super Vive montage on Monday, so stay tuned for that.
Ooh.
And,
Messy montages go hard as fuck,
I
guys. We
miss
don't get them
Super
often. We don't get them
Yes,
often.
sir. Yes, sir. So stay
missed
tuned for that. Tons of content on the way. I have some experimental shit that I'm doing over the week, so I'm excited, man.
Let's fucking go, man. I love it. I love it. What a fantastic Sunday ahead and a fantastic week ahead. But yeah, man. Listen, guys, thank you so much to everyone that pulled up in the chat and into today's episode. It was a lot of fun, a lot of interesting conversations. I'm gonna be live later tonight playing some XOCIETY. You already know the grind continues as we get more mastery camos. And also, guys, later, right after this show, we actually have a brand new release of our Catalyst TV network is going to be our 24/7 stream that's going to be happening. So every single day you're going to be seeing Catalyst show live on the TL onto one of our live show actually goes live. So make sure you tune in for that and check it out. But until then, guys, we'll catch you up next week here live on X, Twitch, and YouTube. Peace.
This fucking guy.